Hey, everybody. How's your weekend? How's your week been, I guess? How's the weekend planning going? Becky, first in chat. Appreciate that. Very quick today. Quick on the draw. KO in there. Scarf Mommy. CB. Hello, hello. Alright. Got some cool pictures. Some scary pictures too from Florida to show you today. CB sent, and I've also got video, so we can play some videos she sent. I have it set up, I think. Yes, TGIF. Thank you, appreciate that. Thank you for being here, Scarf Mommy. Yeah, so I have some videos, and I think they will play on here, and yeah, so you're in chat, CB, so you can kind of explain things if I'm missing important context here. But I was going to, look up a bunch of heartwarming, kind of harrowing stories of people, hiking through floodwaters to deliver diabetes medication or whatever the thing is. There's a lot of that, especially too from North Carolina. A lot of people obviously were affected up there by the second hurricane, but Florida kind of got the brunt of it because they had two back to back, and that second one obviously was really bad. So yeah, Friday fun day, CB. Yeah, we'll try and keep it lighthearted here. Hopefully you guys have some cool stuff planned for this weekend. Saw some Halloween stuff on Discord. KO, your costume was awesome. That poison ivy was good. I heard that the Google Trends actually posted that the number one costume idea, the number one searched costume this year was the Beetlejuice shrunken head guy. Bob, I think his name is, from, well, he's in the original and probably in the new one. Oh, okay, cool. Yes, I do have a bunch. I do have a bunch of cool videos and pics. Oh, okay, KO. So you had multiple costumes. Well, that's cool. Getting all into the Halloween spirit. I should have done a costume, but there's no time. There's no time for anything. Barely have time for the things that I already want to do, It's just I guess that's the nature of life. Yeah, so let me see here if I can get this to work. Ooh, okay. Nice chill volume. Okay. Oh, look at those hearts. That's kind of cool. Okay. That would have been an epic double, the Medicine Man and Bob the Shrunken Head. Yeah, exactly. I mean, or just any character from from Beetlejuice, I think would be a hit, because even people who haven't seen the new one would appreciate it because the old one was just so iconic and popular. Everyone knows those characters immediately. You have to remember to shop for that huge pumpkin you wanted. The one that swallowed the cop. It will be cheap now. Yes. Yes, we need that. We need the giant inflatable cop swallowing pumpkin decoration. Of course, I'm kidding. Don't send the sheriff to my house. I don't. We're not gonna send any pumpkins after anybody. We'll make sure and secure mine. I just feel like those big inflatables are. It's like the downside of Halloween decorations is where are you keeping all of this stuff? I mean, like you've already got. I mean, obviously Christmas too. Lots of stuff, especially if you have, like a fake tree that you use every year. I mean, you have a whole area of storage that's dedicated just to these various holiday decorations. So, um, it's yeah, I can definitely see, you know, why some people don't do it. But the inflatable, I think, is a nice compromise because you can have a nice big thing in your yard that looks cool, but it breaks down, fits in a tiny box, and you put it away, and that's it. So, let's see. Oh, I do have to find that picture of that costume. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll find that for you guys. Sorry. I have not had time to look for that. That's a very old picture, so it's like I haven't dug that out in a while. But yes, I will find that. I will find that. You guys can see little young Drew in his little glasses. Free beard. Although that'd be funny if I was like 6th grade and had a full beard. Okay, so let's find this, see if this video will pop up. Okay, I can see the video. Can you guys see the video? Do you see me? Okay, looks like that's it. Okay. Now, okay, you can see. Okay, so I want to see. Let's try and play this.
Okay, I'm gonna take a video. I am in my truck today instead of on my bike, so it's not gonna be as good. But I couldn't bring the bike today. I had to make a quick urgent care stop before this. But you can kind of see what the road looks like. Obviously the water is to the right here, and then the house is to the left here. Not too much left outside of these houses. They cleaned up this part of the road pretty well. Ooh, there's one of those fugly ass cyber trucks. Gross. They should hopefully grab that trash right there as well.
Yeah, they missed some trash when they cleaned that street up.
So this is what it looks like down here on the beach, which is pretty bizarre because normally it would be super full, obviously, of tourists. Little beach bar over here. I am happy it looks like this spot over here is back open. That's Hurricanes. They have a nice third.
Ooh, that's a really cool restaurant. I like how that's like painted and stuff. That's neat. I love the Florida like style and architecture. It looks so cool. What's up, Meech? Yes, this is the CB vids. This is CB narrating here.
Floor area there. And then I'm gonna try to pull in here for you because here's the boys working on the sand here.
See, this is the Tessa, what's up? Hey, thank you for coming. This is the crazy part to me. Like as you were that bar has a really cool 3rd floor bar. Yeah, see, it looks really neat too, and I love that like green and cool like paint job they did. Like they places, up here never do any kind of brave decoration or color schemes like that. Everything's just gray and washed out, so it's cool to see like colorful like decorated things. Like it's quite a contrast with all the destruction that's around in these videos. But yeah, the sand just absolutely blows my mind because there's just so much. And then like, I mean, this is cool right here because this seems like where they're dumping it, so they're delivering it back to the ocean. I guess they're like spreading it out. So hopefully we get the we'll get CB's explanation.
So you can kind of see what they've got going on there. I will say that this pile that was here maybe a week ago is much smaller. So you can see that they're working. I guess they've got one guy kind of scooping it into that machine, and then I think they're just kind of taking it and spreading it down the rest of the beach. I'm actually not going to be able to go all the way as far as I thought, just because they have it actually blocked off right here. I think because they're working there. That's another one of our favorite bars that's back open as well. They're on the second floor, so that kind of helped. But yeah, these boys are out here working today.
Okay. CB says the massive sand pile is much smaller this week than it was last week. They've really been spreading it out. They're taking all the sand back to the beach. Yeah. So, okay. I'm guessing that the thing that they're dumping it into is some sort of like vibration, like screed or filtration machine to kind of get, if there's like trash or, objects in the sand, to kind of like maybe filter those things out, and like large stones and things like that. Yeah, Meech, literally taking sand to the beach. Yes, resanding the beach. It is wild. Absolutely crazy. There's a couple pictures here too of the big giant sand pile, but let me see if so all of that sand was all over the roads and people's yards. Yeah, so is it kind of like up here uh where the leaves, in some communities you just push all your leaves to the edge of the road if you live in suburbia, and then a truck comes along and like sucks up all your leaves? Is it like that where you can just kind of dump your sand pile, and then the beach force comes and picks the sand up, and like it seems impossible to me because sand gets inside of I mean, anyone who's been to the beach, that sand gets in everything. And if you have it flood into your house, yeah, exactly. CB says people had sand inside their houses as well. Yeah, because when all that water comes in, the sand is mixed with the water, is getting washed up, and then you just have, I don't even know, inches of sand just on your carpet. Like, what do you? I don't. I, I don't understand. I know the sand is just like a minuscule part of the cleanup, but to me, it's like the most fascinating for some reason. I have no idea, but um, yeah, see, this is my idea, KO. I don't know. Maybe, maybe I can help out. I'll bring my leaf vac truck down here, and let's figure this whole thing out. Yeah, sand in the couch, that is not coming out. No, no. You get sand on like yeah, no. The carpet is toast. But I'm saying, like, if you have like most of the houses in Florida are they don't have basements like up here in the north. So if you have a slab house with ceramic tile, maybe uh you have a chance that you don't wreck your floors completely and you could kind of clean it up. But most of the stuff that water touches in a flood situation, like there's there's sewage and trash and all kind of stuff in that water. Like you don't want there's no recovering that. So wherever the water got to, yeah, houses in Florida do not have basements at all. Exactly. So they sit on a slab, and so anything that got touched by the water, you have to go, a couple feet, 3 feet up the wall in some houses probably, in order to get to dry material and just rip all that drywall and insulation out. And the framing can be okay if you can get everything dried out in time. If you're yeah, exactly. The water just destroys everything. It's so gross. And it happens up here too. It's terrible to see, especially, and up here where we have basements, people tend to keep, store extra things in the basement. So, you go to pump someone's basement out and they've just, all of their stuff is ruined. It's so sad. But let me see if when I click the next video, it just goes to it. That would be so cool if that just worked. Just get it to work. Ooh, okay.
So I'm gonna try to take another video over here.
Yeah, there we go.
The other side of the other side, and honestly, it's been a couple weeks, and I just can't even like fathom the amount of trash that's just still over here. It's really bad.
Oh my gosh, that is absolutely crazy. And yeah, and like the other thing too is that's in the water is all of the stuff, all of people's stuff. Just anything and everything you can think of that was in your house, around your house, it's now in other people's houses. And they got to get all that stuff out. Maybe save some of their stuff. And then it's just sitting on the road for weeks, I imagine, because lots of people are going through the same thing. CB says this is why a lot of people here have houses on stilts. Yes, that is a genius construction, especially on the beach. I mean, it's like, you can park under it, and then hopefully you built it tall enough that you never have to worry about the water touching your house. But yeah, gosh, it's just such a terrible thing. Water just destroys so quickly. Meech says a nightmare. Yes, absolutely. I can't imagine like you're trying to like dig through sand and rubble and other people's things and whatever is mixed in the water and try and recover some of your life. It's just, oh, it's terrible. Wonder how many people just say, yeah, screw it and move north. Yeah, exactly. Like I imagine the hurricanes probably do displace a good number of people. But yeah, let's see what.
This is one of our neighboring islands. Luckily, for us, our trash situation is not obviously this bad. But I mean,
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry to keep pausing it, but okay, CB says, part of the reason this was so bad was everyone had all their stuff out from the first hurricane, and then another hurricane came and tossed everything around. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was alluding to. Like, even once you get your property cleaned out, you have to realize that the task to pick all of that stuff up and haul it away is just absolutely monumental. And the trash service is obviously going to be overwhelmed because everyone's producing, 20,000 times by weight the normal amount of trash that they would pick up in a week. So even if the roads are open and the trucks are going, there's only so much they can pick up. And yeah, like CB said, so they had just been hit by another hurricane, which now the first one in this particular area didn't hit as hard as the second one, but it still was bad, and a lot of people had damage. So they're out there just reeling and picking up from this first one, and then the second one hits. CB says it's so wild to see this in person. The video doesn't do it justice. I imagine. I mean, like, just seeing just all of this stuff is just wild to me. Like, I can back up 10 seconds. Okay, here we go.
Really bad. This is one of our neighboring islands. Luckily, for us, our trash situation is not obviously this bad. But I mean, I don't even have anything to say, honestly. It's crazy. It's people's lives literally out on the curb. Honestly, it's sad. It's really, really sad. Yeah, it's really something to see. Hopefully I can share this with you guys, at least, via video, but there's a lot of debris removal going on. There's a lot of construction going on. This is very atypical as far as even just the amount of people on the road. You can see there's not very many cars on the road with me, just because obviously there's no one here. This is over on the right hand side. This is Paso Grill Marina that was essentially destroyed. I think I sent a picture of the front of the marina, which is here, that was just completely ripped off. This is another one of our bars and restaurants. Luckily, these two are back open here. And like I said, you can just see the amount of, trash and...
Yeah, I mean, just everybody has stuff just sitting outside, and like the buildings, like the apartment buildings are probably like rental units and stuff. Like, I can't imagine, like you're coming back to your little building, and all your stuff has just been, thrashed by the sea, essentially. And gosh, it's terrible. I mean, it's beautiful place to live, but yeah, it definitely doesn't come without risk. CB says, I hope everyone says screw it and moves back north. Yes, I bet. Yeah. Well, so what she's talking about there is, that there's just, normally there would be a flood of activity in this area, especially as it gets colder up here. But honestly, they don't need tourists down there at this time. Just getting in everybody's way. Taking up hotel rooms that could be used by displaced residents, that kind of stuff. That's another thing we were talking about, is just the hotels. Like, for the people who had an evacuation plan and left quick and made their reservations in time, they probably were okay. But yeah, everyone's still trying to do their vacation. It's definitely gonna get in the way of the recovery efforts.
Out here is just nuts. Sorry, these videos probably aren't fantastic, but at least you can kind of get a feel for kind of what we got going on here.
No, this is great.
Our day to day, it's what we're living with right now.
Nobody gets to see this stuff.
But honestly, I think everyone that lives here can kind of agree that we know where we live. We're not obtuse to the fact that this is going to happen to us from time to time, so...
But that doesn't make it any
definitely have
easier.
Some sympathy for us, but I think that we're
absolutely
obviously kind of all aware of what could potentially happen. So
yeah, but it doesn't make it any less bad, and that's...
You can fight them hard enough to...
Yeah, if you can have insurance still, at this point.
Crazy.
Yeah. Absolutely wild. I mean, still, and just more and more and more stuff
Crazy.
just keeps going and going. Every single house. Ugh. Gosh, that's terrible. Uh, I bet a lot of the snowbirds will be forced to stay up here this year. Yes, Scarf Mommy, I bet they will. But again, that's probably something like, they could probably do without them for a little while while they get this recovery going, because I can't imagine, I mean, the fact that some of those bars that you said in the video are open already is just amazing to me. But yeah, I mean, even if you got some places open, it should be locals going to those places, people who don't have a kitchen, that can't cook for themselves, not, somebody who wants to drink 10 margaritas uh on their vacation. CB says, actually, a lot of people are now coming down to check on their places and start working on getting them fixed. Okay, yeah, see, that makes sense, because the snow time is coming up here in the frozen north, and so I guess if you're the type that has a second home down there, you probably want to get that going here pretty soon, so that you can move in. But yeah, oh my gosh, if you're not built on stilts, I don't know how you're even. I don't know. I, I don't know how you're living. Like, I guess, um, I don't know. I just can't imagine the whole first floor of your house, and it's not like, oh well, you have the second floor where your bedroom is. See, a lot of these houses in Florida, in addition to no basement, is their ranches, because having a second floor in a place where it's 90 plus degrees for a lot of the year is really inefficient, as far as your heating and cooling. So it's all just a big ranch, sprawling ranch, uh, and so just your whole everything is just destroyed. Even if you only got 6 inches or a foot of storm surge in your house, that's still all your cabinets, all your appliances, your hot water tank, the furnace, dishwasher, the oven, the refrigerator, just everything's broken. And it's not like you can just go and buy one. I mean, maybe 5 people could, but then they're out of stock, and then what? You and 9,000 other people need a new fridge. Good luck, you know? And what are you going to do with no fridge? How are you going to live? And that's just one thing. This fridge is just one thing. In this area, things will not be back to normal for 1 to 2 years. Exactly. Because you can't, the amount of just resources and money that needs to be assembled and injected into the area is just huge. And even if the people are standing there ready to pay, there's only so many people that can even do the work. There's only so many guys that are down there in Florida that can, do X service, whatever. Like CB's got a plumbing business, the electricians, all those guys, framers, roofers, everybody is just slammed with work. And kind of the gross part is they can charge whatever they want. So people who are trying to recover have to wade through scammers and crooks and people who have no idea what they're doing, unlicensed people that come down there and try to cash in on these insurance jobs. It can, on the one hand, it could be noble to go to these hurricane stricken areas and help people that need help, if you're genuinely helping them, but all too often scammers also see it as a call to action, and they come down and take advantage of people who don't know better or whatever. I'd rather the resources went to those who don't have a second home up north. Yeah, oh, exactly. Exactly. But that is, I believe that is how the FEMA thing works. If you don't have any home insurance, you send, I guess I could click this thing over, sorry. If you don't have insurance on your home, FEMA will give you more money, obviously, than the people who have insurance. Everyone gets aid. You're eligible for aid for basic necessities and food and stuff, but the people who don't have insurance for their home and can prove that they don't have the means to immediately, provide shelter and fix their property, they'll get a little bit more money from FEMA. But I don't know exactly all the ins and outs of that. I guess I could have researched it, but it seems kind of like the boring side of hurricane recovery. But sorry, I'm getting behind on the chat here. Yeah. Yeah, electric, anything is toasted, Chaos. Yeah, exactly. No restaurants. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, where are people going to even get food? But I guess if you have those couple places nearby you, that's great. We do have some restaurants open, but not all of them. Okay, so that's good. Yeah, exactly, KO. Like, when we had the bad tornadoes up here, you could go, maybe not to the Lowe's right by your house, but you could drive 30 minutes and get a generator from somewhere. You could go and get food from somewhere, but you're talking about tens, hundreds of miles of impassable roads with no electricity, and no business has electricity, and no one has fuel, and you're trying to navigate through that to get those same few items that everyone else is also trying to get right now. So it's it's just absolute madness. Okay, KO says this is random, but how are the manatees? Yes. CB says the manatees are fine. Okay, see, I have seen there is one viral video of a manatee that got washed up in a hurricane. It was many years ago, but it always goes viral during every hurricane because they're like, "Oh, look at this manatee, it just happened," to try and cash in on the engagement. But yeah, there was one, and a bunch of people helped it get back to the ocean. It was actually kind of a cute video. Yes, CB says they go out to sea during the storm, so hopefully they're good. Yes, Becky, it is hard to follow along. I'm trying to do everything here, Okay, let's go. Let's see if this third one. Here we go.
So here's another little video for y'all. This is the bridge to my island. I figured I videotaped the other island, so why not videotape ours? As you can see, not as much debris here. A couple of little businesses here. This is the only hotel on our island. I believe it's a Residence Inn here. I don't know if they're open yet. I'm not sure. Let me hit this roundabout here. As you can see, there's not as much debris and trash.
You can see in the grass there's not as much sand.
Which is amazing. We're lucky, obviously.
Yeah, wow.
Lucky.
The contrast is wild because it's such a short distance.
Had our power on fairly quickly
that's got to be critical
As you
too
can see,
to
we
getting
don't have as
everything
much, like I said,
back
we don't have
rolling.
as much trash and whatnot. We've picked up majority of our trash along this main road, which is called the Bayway here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, condos and townhomes along this way, so I think that's why there was less trash.
Well, and they probably hit the main roads first too.
Complex is over here on the left hand side. You can see they're redoing the roof. If you saw that complex, that's mine. But yeah, a lot less trash over here, thank goodness.
Oh wow. Yeah, man, that is just like, it's wild, the difference between, you know, I don't know exactly how far apart those two locations were, CB, where like the first two videos were versus that, like where your area is, but the contrast is just crazy because yeah, you're driving along and there's not a bunch of debris. You can see like the grass is looking okay still, and the plants aren't all beat up. But then, yeah, just a few miles down the road, you got all this just craziness. But let me see if I can show. To pick where you can see where both parses are on the map. Oh yeah. Let me see here. Hold on. I'm trying to get these trying to get the pictures to load. KO says, CB, another random question. Are the palm trees really deep rooted? Are they just more aerodynamic than regular trees so they don't fall over or fly away? Yeah, see, I wonder that too because, like, we have tornadoes up here, and these trees that are 100 years old just get absolutely obliterated, so, yeah, CB, the narration was fantastic. Okay, CB says, yeah, they totally do fall over. But just not as bad as other trees because they're kind of designed to withstand the storm. Okay. I gotcha. Let's see here. Can you guys see this? I'm trying to get these pictures to pop up. Okay. Can you guys see the pictures of this building? I'm trying to get these pictures to like play, but I don't know why. TV says the bad thing was the ground was super saturated from hurricane number 1, so when hurricane number 2 came, they were coming out of the ground because the ground was soft. Okay, yeah, see, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay. Tess says no, we cannot see the picture. Okay. I'll try. Oh no, that's okay, Tess. I'm glad you're here. Appreciate that. Hopefully everything is going smoothly at work with the old folks. Trying to add this oh, not that one. Ooh. I think that worked. Can you see the picture? They are playing cards in the room next to you. Aw. Okay, so I think we should have the pictures up now, and I can scroll through them. Yes, we got the pics now. Okay, so this looks like a mega hotel, and there's just a bunch of just like palm stuff and just stuff all over, and looks like a huge this green thing here that's on the ramp, that is a giant like generator trailer. Ooh, okay, so it's blurry. That's interesting. Should be they look really clear to me. I don't know why it's coming out blurry. I'm sorry. I do have no idea what I'm doing with this streaming software stuff. Okay, CB says that is the Don Caesar, famous hotel here on St. Pete Beach. Super ruined inside from what I hear. Oh, that's a shame. It's beautiful. I love the architecture. And again, like with the bold color, you know, like it's got that bright pink. That's cool. Like there are absolutely 0 hotels within 100 miles of me that look like that. So it's really cool to just see, you know, see what other cities look like, you know. We can fantasize about not being frozen here for the next 4 months. Yeah, very historical. See, yeah, see, that is cool. That, and especially that a building like that has lasted for so long, so close to the beach. But let's see. I think if I click on this, it should just go to the next one. And oh, your quality was 144. Okay, that is a thing, guys. So in the settings, if you tap on the window, if you're watching on, well, I can do this real quick. If you are watching on the YouTube app, you need to go to the top left of your screen, like right here, okay? and click on the settings, and then you can adjust your stream quality. And I believe I'm streaming in 1080, so you can go all the way up to 1080 if your connection will allow it. Okay, let's go back here. Okay, this is right on the water. Okay. Oh, the hotel is right on the water. Okay. Okay. Gotcha. But yeah, this is just absolutely nuts. You can kind of see this, yeah. Yeah, that is, it's like a sorting machine. So all the stuff that gets dumped by the dump trucks here would go through this like machine that kind of sifts through. And then on the other side, can you see my cursor? Yeah. Okay, cool. I did it right. So this right here is like the backside of that machine, and it's just putting out the pure sand. And then this other excavator is collecting the that pure sand that's got all the junk and rocks and people's flip-flops filtered out of it. I should have pulled up a picture. I've actually seen these machines on sites in operation. Oh, okay. So it's in the top right. Okay. All right. YouTube kind of changed their UI on the app, so it's kind of different now. I just sneezed so violently, I feel like I pulled a stomach muscle. Oh my gosh, Meech. Someone called 911. Ugh. Yeah. CB. Yeah, that is I can't imagine pulling an ab. I've had a cracked rib before, and that was a horrible thing. You don't realize you kind of use those core muscles for nearly every movement until you have something like that. But at least then I had like a cool story, man. I hopefully it doesn't last, because telling people that you got hurt sneezing is going to be a tough tale to tell. Okay, so let me see here. Where's my window with all the pictures? Okay, here we go. So this says Mary Pier on 8th Avenue, and it looks like a good bit of the pier is like on the top of the railing there. That building is just destroyed. That is wild. Here we go. Okay, wow. So you can see some perspective of like how much sand there actually is. Is that making it bigger for you guys too? Ooh, okay. All right. Nice. This is the little pier in Passagril, basically destroyed. Oh, Passagril, that was that the big blue marina building from the second video, right? So this is the week before. This is the big sand pile, and just, I mean, just dwarfing these cars. It's just nuts. Absolutely nuts. Where's my scroll here? Okay. Alright. So, oh my gosh, yeah. So they've got two excavators just up on the top of the pile. And then there's that sifting machine to the left. That's where they dump the sand in to start the filtration, and then it kind of like stores all the rocks and junk and whatever, and they can empty that out, and it doesn't get mixed in with the final product. But yeah, just the Yeah. Yep. Okay, so there's the tail of the machine. That's where all the fresh sand comes out. So that is wild. What an operation. Sorry if this is like boring to y'all, but I'm like fascinated by like what they do with the sand and the whole thing. Yeah, exactly. You can't even see the road. The whole area is sand. Like there's a little tiny spot right here of a little bit of blacktop, and the rest of it is just all sand. And everyone's just parked there, like, yeah, this is normal, probably. I wanted to run to the top, but the old man said no. See, that would be a great photo. We need that one. We need that photo next. Before they get all this sand redistributed, you need to go back down there, get, have 2 or 3 marks, and then climb to the top of that thing and have him take your picture, because that would be great. Yes, I do. I love the big machines. Meech says not boring at all. Okay, great. Awesome. See, I would also have wanted to run right to the top. I'd be right in there. If they weren't running the excavators at the time, I'd be right in there. But I can tell you from running those machines, if there's one running nearby, they cannot see you. They cannot. Wherever you are, you think he can see you, he cannot see you. Don't go near him. Let's go back. There we go. Oh, look at that. It's working. Meech says, CB, you need to go to the Sleeping Bear Sand Dunes in Michigan, and then you can climb some good sand mountains. I can vouch for the Sleeping Bear Sand Dunes. That place is so much fun. When I was a kid, the weekend that we got our first dog, me and my brother and my mom went up to the Sleeping Bear Sand Dunes and brought our new black lab, and man, that was just such a good time. And like, it's absolutely wild to see in the middle of Michigan. You're just driving along and all of a sudden there's a desert right here. But it is a bit of a drive. Definitely not as warm as South Florida this time of year. Yeah, the workers probably would not be impressed. You never know. I mean, now, if I did it, they would be, the sheriff would be called. But I have a feeling that they'd probably be okay if you did it. Just a guess, though. Especially since you'd be bringing everybody lunch and cookies and stuff. Bringing all the food to the electric workers and people who are picking up all the debris and stuff. That's huge. I love that. Stories of community. Let's see. There we go. Great sunsets, though. Yes, absolutely. That's the best part. Oh my gosh. Just beautiful. Beautiful picture. And let's see here. I know, KO. What? It's just me and ladies. Yeah, I don't see. Negative Nancy's supposed to be here. This Friday show is for him because he said he was available on Fridays. So Monday, Friday, 6 o'clock. We're doing it. Meech says, CB, take a boombox and play Eye of the Tiger when you climb it. Yes. Yes. Now, see, we won't be able to play that because we'll get in trouble. But I will play the silent version. We can put some Harris Heller lo-fi over top of it or something. We didn't run out of music somehow. Amazingly. Okay. So, let me make sure we're still playing. don't want to get in any trouble if it plays the wrong song. Okay, so let me go back to the pictures because there's more pictures I want to show you guys. Okay, so this is probably something that you saw on the news. Nancy Pants. Yes, I know. Yes, he's in Michigan at a snowmobile, snow machine related event, conference. I'm not sure. Something about snow machines. Yeah, anyways, yeah, so this is where this crane collapsed. And we were kind of having that chat last time about the crane and like whether they take them down or not. But these things take weeks to build. So generally they're in their, they're pretty solid structures, and they weigh hundreds of tons. Just, I mean, absolutely massive things. So to be able to knock one over and just bend it like nothing is an absolutely monumental amount of force. And yeah, this one was just knocked over like a matchstick. And there's a picture of, I thought there was one of a building. I don't know, maybe it's later in the thing, but I think there was one of where the crane like actually fell and hit the building, and it just made, I mean, and even here, like, only like this immediate area around the building is damaged, and everything else is like just normal on the left side. So it's like they really know how to build them down there in Florida, because the hurricane building codes are like, extra. Luckily no one was in the building when the crane fell. Oh, thank God. That's amazing. I mean, it must be like a, some sort of commercial building or something like that, but jeez. Falcor is here. Hey Falcor, thank you for coming. Appreciate it. I don't know if you guys can even see me right now. All I see is the pictures, so, but let's keep going. I don't know which ones. There's some more pictures. Oh, here's this gas station. Look at that. Like, I never even think about these. This is kind of like Final Destination stuff. Like, how flimsy these structures are that are just like perched over the top of every gas station. Like, it's new fear unlocked. Okay. This is a terrifying photo right here. And then, this guy in this Subaru Forester probably works at the gas station, just ready to open up. That's wild. I need to figure out notifications. Okay, well, see, I'll click back here for this. This is partially my fault, and I told Nance I would do this, and I forgot. But there's a way I can set up the live ahead of time so that you can click on notify me, and it will pop up when the stream actually starts. It will pop up automatically, even if you don't have notifications turned on. Yes, exactly. That is what a Subaru is for. That Subaru is in its prime habitat. Okay. And then, oh, here's some. Okay, so I tried to kind of like group these together in like themes, but here's some water. Okay, just to give you some water perspective here. Like, look at this. Absolutely nuts. Like, this is a whole intersection with just 8 inches of water just everywhere. And this guy, he had to get to the grocery or whatever, you know. Wild stuff, man. I mean, you know, we've all seen flooding before, but just this, you already have enough devastation to deal with, and then just trying to get around town. This is the, oh, can't see the pic. Oh no. Okay, hold on. Oh, I have it on the wrong, Jesus. Okay, here we go. Okay, yes, there we go. There's the intersection with the water. This is, I mean, really like the photo quality here is awesome too. It's like a really cool shot. You got all the droplets froze. This is a good picture, CB. I have one that I saved as my favorite to show last. Hopefully you guys can see the picture now. Okay, so I think I have 2 more water pictures. Hold on a sec. Yeah, look at that. This is, that looks like actually a power pole, but it may be the trunk of a palm tree that's just in the road, along with probably a foot of water. I don't know, what are you standing on here that you're taking this photograph, CB? Because this Becky, yes, absolutely. Turn around, don't drown. Don't be driving through this stuff like that guy in the previous photo. That is a palm tree, CB says. Okay, see that? Yeah, that makes sense. It looks like it just got ravaged. All of the bark has been cleaned off of it from being scraped along the road or whatever. This pic is right in front of my complex during the storm. One of your neighbors took from the balcony. Okay. I was gonna say, like, what? How is this moment captured? Because it looks like this water is flowing, like it is moving, and even I'm sure the wind is just pushing it crazy. But oh, let's see here. Yeah, here's another. This looks like the same spot but a different perspective, because there's that palm tree we saw in the other photo. But look at the curb right here. Like, you can see like the debris starting to collect there on the right side in the grass, but just how deep this water is on the curb, that's so scary. So scary. A foot or so of water in the bayway. Wow. Okay, so here, this is a wild one too. This looks to be a highway or a state route of some kind, and just look at all the stuff. There's just so much stuff on the road. It's absolutely wild. And then, of course, that is the bridge to your island. Okay, so I've got another picture. From the bridge to your island. Ooh, here's that one that I was trying to find before. This is the building, one of the buildings that got hit during the crane collapse. This is what I'm talking about with the Florida construction. Look at this. a crane hit the building that weighs hundreds of tons. And it just got a little, oh, well, the stairway wall needs to be redone. None of the units look even affected. That's just the stairwell right there. I mean, now there are some blown out. I see there's some blown out windows. A lot of blown out windows, actually. But this guy had a window air conditioning unit. Sorry, I didn't mean to blow the mic out there. This guy had a window air conditioning unit, and it's still just there. Wild. Just put a window right there. Exactly. And that's what I'm talking about, Meech. That's what a view you'd have too, walking down those stairs. Just put a big window, slap a little mortar around it. You're done. That's fixed. But no, they'll have some, big. Yeah. They don't do anything half measure in Florida construction. Yeah, that's right, KO, unless it's a wall-less wall. They've got doorless doors here, I can tell, too, so it's a classy place. But, oh my gosh. You guys crack me up. Okay, so this picture, I tried to make the thumbnail to the video. See, wall-less walls. I can't have wall-less walls. I'd fall out somehow. Yeah, right? Yeah, exactly. What? I don't know. I don't know what he's doing down there. I tried to make this the thumbnail, but it was too high a quality. YouTube couldn't handle it. But I just thought this was really just captures everything all in one picture, Yeah, this is looks like single residences, and here's this guy just trying to navigate down this road, and here's both sides of the road. That's somebody's whole life, that's wild. Just trash bags and carpet and all their appliances. Oh, it's crazy. This pic is further north of us in St. Pete Beach, towards Indian Rocks Beach. Okay. I've not heard of Indian Rocks Beach. St. Pete Beach is pretty popular, though, among the northerners. Okay, this is just I don't even know what's happening here. Another testament to the Florida building code, because the whole second floor of this house is just on top of the remains of the first floor, and it's half of it is still intact. It's absolutely amazing. But yeah, just so sad. And going back to this, and this is just this is your property, this is my square of humanity, but all of the grass is gone, and it's just your house is turned at a 90-degree angle to its what do you can't salvage any of that stuff, I mean, I don't know, what do you cut some of the windows out, keep the windows that didn't break? I don't know what you do. Maybe you try and save beams, but I don't think they do that. I don't think you'd even be allowed to do that. It's probably illegal. But yeah, jeez. And then to try and get rid of all this stuff, what are you using? You're gonna bring a giant front end loader into the neighborhood, with just big grapple blades and a, huge 10-yard bucket, just scoop everyone's house up into dump trucks and haul it away. Like, what? It's just crazy. The logistics of all of this is mind-blowing to me. But, what's my window? Okay. Yeah, exactly, Meech. Imagine you come home and it's just this. Like, just a pile of house. Oh, I clicked the wrong. There we go. So, yeah, here's another one. I mean, that's a scary picture, It just looks like post-apocalyptic. Like, all the places are still boarded up. Just police cruiser just parked haphazardly in the road. Like, it's wild. And just the assortment of things, if you look at the items that are on the ground, it's like so random. Like, just you got plant debris and a tarp, and then just a couch, and then a sign and someone's TV and a fridge. Like, what? It's just, and this is just one little tiny spot. Like, what? That pic is Corey Avenue. Lots of bars and shops ruined on that road. Yeah, I mean, it looks like a wasteland. Like, I can't imagine, thinking, oh, we'll be open for business for tourist season. There's no way. There's just absolutely no way. Because, you were talking, it's going to start getting cold here and people will go the holidays. So, a month from now, they'll have another influx of tourists just coming to this area, and this is what it looks like. Just absolutely wild. Yeah, this looks like I bet this was a cool little bar. Like, they got, the little, outside area, and the little fold-down things so they can keep, the bugs out. Maybe they had, a fan going in there or something. CB, no tourists coming right now. Our hotels are closed. Yeah, I would hope so. I really hope that the hotels give preferential booking to people who are displaced residents versus someone who's from Pennsylvania or something. That is Willie's Bar ruined. Best burgers on the beach. Aw. Man, that's just such a shame. And there's a random restaurant equipment, a steam table sitting outside. Aw, that's sad. And then here's another residential area, and you can just see this is just one person's whole, just everything, all their stuff's outside. It looks like an eviction. They got the jet ski though. I bet the jet ski is probably okay. Might not even be their jet ski. It might have just got brought there by the floodwaters. Like this car. Guy's got him a situation on his porch here. This is nuts. What do you do with that? then... Yeah. Look at this. This is like the first floor of this building is all concrete block. And it just was obliterated. Absolutely wild. Absolutely wild. And like there's their deck just chilling there on the side. Fully intact, but just on a pile of stuff. Wild. So this is one of my favorite pictures right here. This, I believe, is the bridge that goes to the island that CB lives on. Oh, CB says that was the house that Biden came and did his little speech in front of. Wow. Okay, wow. All right. That's wild. Yeah, I love that. You loot, we shoot. That's right. Don't mess with Florida. You got Florida mans on guard down there, dude. Don't be stealing stuff from these people. They'll come for you. Yeah, this one right here. This is just a gorgeous picture too, but I thought that was a cool one. Just like what a random, you know, it's a nice little area, probably like a park or something, and then birds just chilling, and someone's boat, just a random boat, just sitting there. Just another thing that's like every time you turn around, it's like, what do you do? What do you do when this happens? What do you do when there's just a boat on the grass in the park? You know? You just have like boat recovery trailers driving around and massive cranes. Like, it's just, and that's the amount of work that would be required to just recover this one boat is just absolutely wild. And there's hundreds of these. This is just a snippet of what they're dealing with here. It's just blows my mind. People here are resilient, if nothing else. I will say that people are in such good spirits still. See, and that is huge. You know, just the fact that I wish that I would have had more time to compile. I was gonna try and pull some you know, heartwarming stories of recovery here, but yeah, just the people that live through this stuff, and they keep going, you know. They won't give up on their hometown, and that's so cool, you know. Like, it's not everywhere has that same kind of like pride and solidarity in their community, where you're doing things like CB and her husband do, where they're fortunate enough to have power, so they're bringing food to the electric workers and all the people who are down there kind of cleaning stuff up. It's just, you know, and you have to do that. It has to be that way. You have to band together. Nobody can do that alone. You can't, like, hold on, where's that one picture again? This is your house right now. What are you gonna do? You can't do that yourself. I don't care if you know how to run bulldozers and cranes and whatever, it doesn't matter. Where are you going to get one? How many cranes are there in town? You know? A couple hundred maybe, if that are big enough to do the kind of recoveries that need to be done over here. And we're just, I mean, and that's just one. Like, just, if you're just the sailboat man, you're in business the next 2 years just recovering these boats, you know? And same thing for the sandman, and the, you know, the furniture guy. You sell couches right now? Like, your life's insane, you know? And like importing just massive amounts of things. And CB says everyone's coming together and helping out people that need it. It's nice to see. I don't know if that would be the case in every state. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. You know, a lot of people, you know, we have our laughs about Florida, man. But also, you know, it does take a special kind of resilience to live in a place like that and just keep going, you know, and keep rebuilding every year. Almost every year, you know? It's absolutely wild. Yeah, exactly, Meech. Tragedy does bring people together. It is just such a crazy thing. But yeah, I just like this. So sad to see this. And so to hear the story that at least, you know, everyone's coming together and helping each other, that's great. That's exactly what needs to be done. And, you know, the rest of the country could take a page from Florida's book here, because we're all in this together as humans, even if we disagree on politics or sports teams or whatever thing, you know. We're all just trying to make it. And in circumstances like that, you know, you can't do it all on your own. You gotta have a strong community of people who have the same goal and are willing to help each other out. I haven't had AC since the storm. It is what it is. Could be worse. Yeah, exactly. I mean, no, that's not a small thing, not having AC, especially down there, because some of those Florida days are just absolutely brutal. But yes, definitely fortunate to still, you know, just to have your home to go back to, and you have electricity, and I think if you don't have a big pile of stuff out in front of your house, you're probably one of the lucky ones, at least in this storm. So I think I got through all the photos there, unless there was a certain one that I missed, CB. The Marco Rubio water bottle there. Sorry, meant to click off there. But yeah, I really appreciate you sharing all those pictures and videos and stuff with us. It was really neat. I think it's important for people who... You're absolutely welcome, CB. I was just trying to thank you, because I feel like people, you know, don't, you know, you see it on the news, but you don't really know what it's like to go through something like that. Falcor says no AC and stitches. Poor CB for real. Exactly. Going through this major medical event at the same time as you're trying to do the hurricane recovery is just another thing on there. Nearly sliced your whole arm off is the story I heard. So, you know, just harrowing tales of bravery coming out of Florida every day. But yes, I appreciate you sharing all of those photos and videos, because it's important for people to see, you know, what, besides what's on the news, like how people are actually living and what a neighborhood looks like when something like this happens. Because until you see a house that's just a pile of the second floor is fully intact, sitting on a pile of the first floor, is just insane. So, you know, and just countless people dealing with that same problem all at the same time is wild. And so, you know, if you're watching this and you want to help them out, I'm sure there are ways to do that. I don't have any links pulled up, but you know, if someone out there, aside from the 5 people who know who I am on the internet, sees this and you want to donate because you saw that, then you should, because these people do need help. You know, it's easy for us to say, like, oh, well, you know, fancy pants Florida people down there in their mansions, but it's you know, there's all kind of people everywhere, and these people really need our help. So, KO says, thank you. It's crazy to see the uncensored news. Yes, exactly. The sand is outrageous, right? These are the real hard-hitting stories we're getting to here, okay? On the Drew's Extras channel is the what does happen with the sand? And we'll continue following the sand saga. I hope we can get a triumphant return to the sand pile. Maybe a video running up the sand pile. I don't know. I think the likelihood of that is probably directly proportionate to the number of drinks consumed. So let us know if we need to help facilitate that. This is the real life Florida. Not everyone lives in $1 million apartment. Yeah, exactly. That's what the media tend to focus on, and people's idea of Florida tends to be, because when we go there, it's on vacation to sit in a nice resort, not to live in a 800 square foot house with our 3 kids and then come home to it being just a pile of nothing, and you have to put your life back together and send your kids back to school and find your jet ski. So hopefully that wasn't too hopefully it wasn't too heavy of a chat for a Friday. Maybe we could send Cash App style to them. Yes, you can do that. I don't specifically know, but what I will do is I will put in the link, I'll put a link in the description of this video, and I'll link to some places where you can donate in case this video gets seen by more than just you guys. So let's see. Petition to send Drew down to investigate the truth of the sand. Hey, I'm down, okay? I will investigate the sand. Once they get those hotels back open, we need reasons to go to Florida anyways, so we'll do a full sand investigation and get to the bottom of what big sand is hiding in Florida. Yeah, I think that's it for today. So, CB, thanks again for sending the pictures and videos and being here in the chat to kind of explain everything for me. That was cool. Everybody else, thank you so much for coming. This is another awesome Friday thing. So I will, big sand, exactly. It's Sandgate, says Tessa. That's right. Sandgate 2025. We're gonna get them. So yes, I will, I'll try and have something spicy to make you smile on Monday, and I hope you guys have a great weekend, and thank you for coming. You guys have a great night, and I will talk to you on Monday at 6 o'clock. Peace.